We've got Kemba Walker here with us on FNZ. I'm Kyle Bailey, and Kemba, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. No complaints.
Ready for tonight?
Super ready, yeah.
No doubt. I want to go back a minute. I know you get asked lots of questions all the time. When was the first moment you fell in love with basketball? Do you remember that moment?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't. I just remember always loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just always. You know, I had a basketball court behind my building that I lived in. I used to go back there all the time. I used to sneak out to the back. My mom always used to tell me I couldn't go outside, but I just found a way to get out there and just play, shoot around by myself. I always been in love with it.
Okay, so I'll go back to last week against Boston, and the big shot you hit in the fourth quarter, and you turn to the crowd and you beat your chest and you tell it, this is my city. Some variation to that anyway, right? I loved it. It made the hair on the back of my neck stand up when you did that. When was the first moment you fell in love with Charlotte?
The first moment from day one.
Day one?
From day one. From day one, man. I mean, just because this is where I got my start. You know, this is the city, this is the organization who believed in me. You know, so much doubt, you know, about me coming into the league, about being too small, not being a point guard, not being able to shoot, you know, just everything. And you know, they took me anyway. And you know, I definitely appreciate that, and you know, especially through all the rough times that we had early in my career, the fans has always embraced me, you know, as a player and as a person throughout my years here. So, yeah, man. I mean, and it's been like that since day one that I've been here. So, you know, I definitely appreciate that.
I know I'm asking you to reach back in the memory bank a lot here, but when you said that, you know, it takes me back to that article where I'm reading about that 7 and 59 year and how you as a young guy, you're walking back into the locker room and you got your hands in your head in your hands and you're upset because you can't take the losing anymore. Matt Carroll was talking about that, and that speaks to who you are as a player and as a teammate. You know, but was there that aha moment for you? Paul Silas talked about all the things that he told you needed to do to get better. Was there sort of that final moment for you where you said, okay, I belong here in the NBA?
Maybe the next year. I mean, my rookie year, like I said, I don't know, man. It was so rough. It was different. It was different. It was tough. You know, the schedule was brutal. I mean, it was a lockout year, so you know, it was just a tough season for me, for us. Obviously, you know, of course, you know, you seen our record, but for me as an individual, it was pretty tough for me too. You know, I had good games sometimes, but not all the time. Yeah, man, like I said, it was just hard, man, you know, especially coming up a championship, you know, in college and coming into that kind of season. You know, kind of just had to find my niche. So I would always go home and complain to my cousin. You know, just like I just didn't know. You know, I just didn't know. I really didn't know if I can, you know, be as good as I wanted to be in this league, just because of, you know, all the special players that were in the league at the time, and still is. So, yeah, you know, I just kind of had to, you know, take my work ethic to new heights, you know, to become, you know, a better player.
I know everybody here is glad it worked out. And getting back to Charlotte for a second, when you said this is my city, it's not just about the on-court stuff. You know, you don't publicize it yourself because I know you're not an attention seeker, but it gets publicized because of the work you do off the court and the way you give back to the community and the way you pour yourself into this city. Why is that so important to you?
Just who I am. Like I said, you know, this city has supported me so much, you know, throughout my 8 years here, and you know, I just feel like it's on me to support the city back in, you know, any way that I can, and that's what I try to do, as much as I can. You know, feed the homeless and, you know, mentor, you know, 4 kids. The organization does an outstanding job, you know, at getting us out into the community. To help people. Like I say, I just think they're one of the best, you know, at doing it, you know, and the city really appreciates that.
Michael Jordan, I know that there's some things you'd probably want to keep private about that relationship, but I do find it interesting because I can't imagine Michael takes to a lot of people the way that he's taken to you, because there's probably a fire in you, you know, and a drive that he sees that he can relate to. What kind of conversations have you had with Mike about that? Because there are similarities between the two of you in that way, and I have to believe that's why he looks at you the way that he does.
Not much, just because he knows. You know, he knows what kind of competitor I am. You know, I think that's why he drafted me from day one. But you know, the thing that he talks about to me the most is my leadership. He wants me to be a great leader. He wants me to lead this team. He wants me to get guys involved. He always watches the games, so whenever he does watch the games, and maybe I'm not, maybe I wouldn't say not playing well, but maybe getting double teamed a lot and can't really find ways to score. He's constantly telling me and teaching me how to score when teams are doubling me, or how to get guys involved when teams are doubling me, because obviously he's been through that his whole career.
Yep.
So yeah, that's my guy, man. He's always helping me out. So yeah, definitely appreciate him.
60 points followed by 43 points, 103 points in consecutive games. It was incredible to watch. I mean, Tony Parker said it was the best two-game performance he'd ever seen. And coming from Tony, I'm sure that means a lot. But it was fun to watch. But earlier this week, it looked like you might be a little bit worn out there for a night or two, and it's understandable. I mean, how comforting though is it now to know that you can turn to Tony, that you can turn to Marvin, that you can turn to Jeremy right now in those situations, because that's what you guys have been doing lately. They've been stepping up.
Very comforting, man, and that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be nights like that, for me. Nights where I'm off, just not making shots some nights. And I'm gonna look to other guys, to make plays. And yeah, it's gonna be Tony, and it's gonna be Jalen. Some nights it's gonna be Malik. Some nights it's gonna be Marv. I need those guys to step up. And they know, they see how teams guard me each and every night. And the more points I score, the more pressure and attention I'm going to get from other teams. So, yeah, those guys, they get it.
All right, everybody's asking, so I'll chime in on the chorus. Do you want Charlotte to be your long-term home? Can you win a championship here?
Yes, I definitely want it to be my long-term home. As far as winning the championship, that's something we just have to work towards. Of course, that's a goal for everyone in this league, is to win the championship, and that's something that we have to work towards, man, and that's on us. That's on us. That's on how we get better. That's on the way we work each and every day. That's on our mindset. It's on me, to be a leader, to take this team as far as I can. And, I always look forward to a challenge. So, I'm just going to keep getting better, as much as possible, and just try to lead as much as possible.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks,
I'm Kyle Bailey. That's Kemba Walker on FNZ.